I didn't know this was going to be a roast from my mom. You know, I knew the speech would be emotional, especially hearing from her because she's been my rock for so long. But the really emotional part was seeing how much hair I had actually in those highlights to now. But first I want to thank Chancellor Mike, AD Josh Moon, for what you've been doing, not only for the university, for this athletic program. Coming back this year was fun. It was fun, especially being so far away and kind of a distance from the program. It's good to be back. Second, I want to thank Coach Ty Kowalczyk, Brian Wardle, who recruited me here to Green Bay. They took a chance on me, 5'8", 5'9", coming from Kansas City. Missed out on a lot of, opportunities and scholarships, but now, I felt it was all worth it. Seeing TC, seeing CB, it's an honor, man. Coming in my freshman year, I questioned basketball because of Rudy Wade. That's something nobody really warned me for. For people that don't know, that's our strength coach that was here. But one thing I can say about him, he did teach all of us, and I'm sure the women's team know, a lot of mental toughness. Some of that toughness that I had to take on 12 years playing pro, that, you go through that, that type of stuff. And without that, I don't know what I would have done. But back to my roommates, Troy Cotton, CB. I know we don't talk every day. I know it's been a couple months, especially years being overseas, that we haven't talked, but I want to tell you guys, I love you. I appreciate you. You guys are great role models for me. Don't tell you enough, but I really, really care about you guys. So you give you guys a hand, please. One thing I can remember, going back to that mental toughness, my first weight session, I showed up in a tank top. Coming freshman, didn't know what to expect. I was probably $145, thought I was the strongest person on campus until the end of that strength and conditioning. That tank top was more like a really, really big shirt. And Rudy Wade didn't let me hear the end of it for about 4 years. And I just started wearing tank tops again, maybe 2 years ago. Now, to my support, first, my beautiful, beautiful girlfriend, Allison. You weren't here during my college days, but you came at a point in my career where I really needed you. My third year professional, struggling if I wanted to continue to play, because being over there is extremely hard. Kayla, Julie, I know you guys know how that is. But you came at the right time, not only from an emotional standpoint, a physical standpoint, but a mental standpoint. So I want to say thank you for that. Next, my cousin Gwen, who's back there next to my mom. She's the oldest of the grandkids, and she kept it together. We lived together in a house. There was about 8 of us. My whole high school career, and she was the oldest. She kept us all together. We went outside. She tried to teach me how to shoot. I wasn't convinced that she knew how to shoot, but I just listened. So thank you. I really appreciate that, what you did for us. Next, I want to thank my nephew, Donovan. As you can see, he is probably taller than me now. When you were here in 2011, I don't know if you know, when you were born, January 29, 2009, that's the same day that I scored my 1,000 points. Same exact day. So that's always going to be a special part of me. That's always going to be a special connection for us. And I just hope that I make you proud as being your uncle. And just see what you can do, where this basketball can take you. So just want to say I love you. Next, my sister. This might be a tough one for me. You're the reason that I do a lot of things. You're the motivation to me, still to this day. You know how that feels. You know how I feel, you know how I think, you know what's on my mind. And I couldn't go every single day without you. So I want you to know I love you. And you're the reason why we're number 20. There's a big article in the Press Gazette when I was here why we're number 20. and her birthday is April 20th, and that's why I wore 20. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to say I love you. I hope I made you proud, and I haven't got a balloon in a very long time either. And last but not least, my mom, man. Growing up in Kansas City in a 2-bed townhouse with just me, you, and Shanita, you made $1,500 work a month between us. You had to pay rent, you had to get gas, you had to get food, and that's all you had. And that's tough. Me knowing now, in adulthood, that's not a lot of money, to be honest. But you made it work. We had to move out of that townhouse to go to our grandmother's house. There were about 6 or 7 of us. And me, my mom, and my sister had to stay in one room. Imagine that, going through my teenage years, staying in the same room with my mom and sister. It wasn't easy, but we made it work. So that's why we're so close to today. And then my uncle, which he bought me that basketball goal when I was 3 years old. He passed away in 2012. It was hard. That was hard. That was tough for me. He's the reason why I talk the way I talk, I act the way I do, I dress the way I do. I think it's pretty good, but some people can argue about that. But I wish he was here because this is what he envisioned. He told me when I committed to Green Bay, I promise he said this, that you can go down as one of the best players to ever go there. And hopefully I did that. I know that's what the stats say, but this is hard for me, accepting compliments. I don't take this stuff very well. But everybody out here, all the nominees, Ken, the women's team, which I know a lot of you, we all grew up, coming into this university. I just want to say I'm proud to join the stage with you guys and all the nominees that are here and all the ones that have been inducted already. I'm glad to join such great company. So, thank you.